Hey GH peeps, what's happening? It's your girl, Tawari Babes, coming at you with a late night review for Monday. That's right, folks, Monday. It is gone, it is done, we did it. It's Tuesday. Guys, it's upward and onward from here. Next thing we know, it's going to be the weekend again. It is June 17th, 2024. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. I hope you got to do whatever you wanted to do. If that was working outside, if that was sitting on your butt watching TV, if that was reading a good book, whatever it is that you wanted to do, I hope you got it. I hope you got to do it. I had a pretty good weekend, guys. My family came in town and that was so awesome. And Monday was not that bad either. I got to spend it with my baby girl and her family, and I had a really good time. How was GHing for you guys? Any highs? Any lows? My highlight was Alexis and Finn. I ain't even gonna front. Alexis and Finn were giving it. They were giving it. And it wasn't even like a sexual chemistry between them. But man, I felt the friendship, man. And she checked him. She checked him. And then she gave him grace. That's all he needed. Now, he still might, go down the wrongness. But I love how she handled it out of everybody that he had to deal with. Alexis came, she saw, she dang near conquered. Even if she can't get him on the sober train, she got to him. I feel like she got to him. Now, does that mean that he'll quit drinking? Probably not. Probably so. Who knows? But she opened the door to let him come back once he hit rock bottom. And left him with tears in his eyes. And they weren't tears of, oh, somebody else is just leaving me and my stuff. She let him know, once you hit rock bottom, and it's going to happen soon, I'm going to be here for you. That's a real G right there. That's a friend. You know what I'm saying? So that was my highlight. I probably have some other highlights, but I'll talk. There were nothing like Finn and Alexis, honey. They were given. Please leave your highlights in the comments section. You know I love you guys' highlights. I love your guys' feels for the show. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, welcome new subscribers. Welcome to the couch. I pray and hope that I earn your guys' subscription. I really appreciate every single click you guys do. You guys, I appreciate you guys. For real. I be going through some things sometime or having a bad day, and then I start reading y'all comments, and y'all be cracking me up. I mean, y'all insights are hilarious, and this is why I do this show. It's because I get to comment with you. I get to feedback with you guys, and I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. But anywho, guys, let's get into it, okay? So today's show starts off at the Metro Court Pool, and it's a surprise party mixed with a little bit of manipulation. I had to say it. I had to say it. Y'all know I had to say it. Drew over here telling half-truths to Carly. He hasn't forgiven Nina, but don't mind slapping uglies with her. And I'm just like, these two right here, I don't like, you know what? I'm glad that Billy is not playing this Drew. I would have loved to have him back as Drew, but I'm glad he's not playing this Drew, because I did love Billy. That was his name, the original Drew. I loved him. He gave it heart. I don't think Cameron's just like weirdo Drew. It's like pervy Drew. It's like uncomfortable Drew. And I ain't talking about him and Nina, because they grown and they can do what they do. But this manipulation weirdness with Willow is just starting to really, I don't know. But he did tell the truth about Nina helping him with Crimson, which that's what she was doing in the first place, and the congressman hookup. And you know Carly, you know Nina don't do nothing for free. She don't, but he ain't gonna tell you that. But he's lying to Carly about him and Nina manipulation of Willow. And my goodness, I'm just looking at Willow like, you can't be this naive. Damn, you married to the Quartermains, and you gonna have to get it together. Because even though Lila had a soft heart, Lila was not naive. Lila was not gullible, and Lila didn't take that manipulation from Edward or anybody else too well. So I need Willow to get the backbone and start standing up. But I cannot wait for it to come out. And maybe Willow will start worshiping Drew. because it is becoming disturbing to me. And I was like, I just keep looking for her just to jump into his arms, and that just makes me feel even more weird. And it's like, whoever is writing for her, between me, you guys, they got some serious daddy issues. There's some serious daddy issues going on. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, but I hear raging daddy issues. And if this ain't checked, something else gonna pop off. And I don't know if my stomach can handle it. I'm just gonna say this. And it's crazy because normally this is the kind of soapy mess, you know, mother and daughter, that I would not be like, I would be like, but this one is making me feel weird, uncomfortable. And I'm not sure what it is, but it just makes me feel uncomfortable. And who is Gio's daddy? Because they keep dancing around the daddy. They keep talking about the daddy. And is he a quarterback? Because I was watching this, and it sounded like his mama was a violinist. She died when he was 10. His father died before he was born. But they don't know who the father is. And it sounded like how Brooklyn was saying it, like he wasn't not a quarterback, but a Cirillo or whatever. So I was a little confused by how Brooklyn did that. And y'all give me some insight about what y'all felt about that. Maybe I missed something, because I did watch the show just a few minutes ago, and it is late. So I don't know. I'll wait for y'all to let me know what y'all think. Because I'm like, okay, wait a second. This is a couple of times I didn't heard Gio ask, you know, to talk about Gio's father, and it keeps popping up. And then y'all remember when he kept looking at Jason all like, if that's Jason's son, I am... I'm loving it. That means Sonny been raising Jason's son all this time. And that brought me back to when Sonny called Jason a deadbeat. And Cody is starting to think that maybe telling Mac about him being his son is an actually good idea after his conversation with Chase. And all I gotta say about that is tomorrow is never promised. So can we just wrap it along? I love me some Mac Attack. I would love for him to have a son, a bio son that's his, even if it is Cody. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm never gonna feel it for him. I mean, I get these moments where I'm like, oh, Cody! But then it just goes away. It just goes away. We're gonna move. I want to talk about another guest that came in, but I want to talk about the other story first, and hopefully I remember. But meanwhile, Liz is at General Hospital telling Portia about his Finn's about Liz is at General Hospital telling Portia about Finn's drinking and cheating, and how his drinking could possibly affect the patients. And you know, I don't think Liz would have said anything if she didn't hear that Finn was coming back to work early. So I mean, like she said, him cheating wasn't really, or pre-cheating wasn't really a thing that was concerning as far as him messing up with the patients, but his aggressiveness and behavior to her was. I feel like she kind of dragged it out about finding him sleep. I mean, damn. I mean, I as a working mom and a single parent, there's been so many times, and I'm not bragging, but so many times where we had to push back stuff that they wanted to do because I was tired. I needed some sleep. These kids wear you out, you know? And Violet still got to go to the pool, so I really felt like she dragged that shit out, but I guess if you want to loop it into him being drinking, then I guess. But I also want to go back to remembering a few weeks ago or months ago when she wasn't drinking, when she wasn't sleeping, she was taking pills, she was hallucinating, she was doing all kind of crazy stuff, and she would not listen to Finn about anything. Oh, I'm going back to work, and I still think that was too soon. So you mean to tell me you was sleepwalking, doing all kind of strange behavior, threw his wife down the stairs, never went to jail for it? but you can't overlook what Finn's going through. And this is what I mean when I tell you that she's a little self-righteous for me. And Patricia, I know you don't like it when I talk about Liz, but we gotta be honest about the self-righteousness, because it is a lot. But at the same time, I am happy that they split, because that was a relationship that was like Drew and Willow to me. It just didn't vibe. It didn't vibe at all. So Portia, like, Oh, and we got to do something about this, because you can't be coming up to the hospital getting us in lawsuits, after they just went to that last thing with Finn. And who's to say Finn gonna go to work drunk? Though he is drinking that tequila like it's water. So Portia does end up coming to Willow's party. I'm glad I remembered that. And her and Curtis is talking about Curtis gonna be working longer hours. And you see, he didn't mention the Heather visit. So you gonna tell Portia, Curtis? Because are you gonna go tell Laura that you team Laura? You gonna tell Portia anything about you visiting Heather? Anything at all? But that didn't mention it, and maybe it was because of the party. But I am looking forward to seeing how they write him. Well, he stand by his wife and his daughter. I hate saying that. I'm sorry, I'll never see Curtis as Trina's father. It'll always be Taggart. Or he'll stand by Portia, or he'll stand with Heather. I feel like him standing with Laura is going to get Portia and him. That might be the straw that broke the camel back, or at least put the camel back somewhere else, leading her to have a little liaison with TJ, because TJ hurting. I'm just thinking and being messy. I'm going to move along, guys. I hear you. I'm going to move along. We're going to get to the last story of tonight, and that was Alexis and Finn. Alexis was beautiful at setting Finn straight. This dude is drinking tequila like it's water. And I don't know anybody that can drink it like that and still be good. Okay? Anybody. She checked him on his missing meetings like he stated that he would do. She says, oh, you're defiant drinking. Oh, okay. Well, good. I'm glad you're not hiding. It's like you wanted to laugh at this, but this was a serious situation. Finn talks about how he finally felt the love of his father, and now he's gone. So, he drinks. And he is in big denial of alcoholism because he's just a pill popper. And I'm like, no, bro. How you tossing back that tequila? That is a prelude to drinking, to alcoholism. At first, I was trying to give Finn, like, well, he had a couple of shots. He just sitting there pouring it in and drink. You can't drink tequila like that. That's to kill you. There's no way he should be standing. Bro, and she's like, bro, you're an addict. And when he flapped back at her, nah, that's your thing. I was like, oh. Alexis tells him that he is justifying his drinking, and he says that he is numbing his pain. And we all know that's BS. And I'm glad Alexis caught him on that, because that's not numbing anything. That pain don't go away. It's because as soon as you get sober, it's going to come right back. And it's going to be 10,000 times worse. Because now you're not going to just have the pain of losing your father and the regret. You're going to have all those other little things in the middle that you've done since you started the drinking. And it gets worse. And you get yourself in digger, and you drink more and more and more. And you keep digging deeper and deeper and deeper till you're in a hole. Alexis does tell Finn that he is a good dad when he's sober. Oh my gosh. Oh, like I told you guys, I am not an Alexis fan, okay? At all. But this scene here, I'm telling you, even if like I said, I don't see the sexual Kim, but the friend chemistry, the realism here, this was the realest conversation they had on the show in the past 3 weeks. She then, when she tells him he's a good dad when he's sober, Finn starts, getting protective. I love my daughter. I would never hurt my daughter. I would never hurt my daughter. She then plays him and tells him that Violet was listening the whole entire time, which he turns real fast because he know he out of pocket. Being all mean and stuff. And she was like, made you look. But what if she was listening? Do you think she would be proud? Knowing grown little Violet? Hell no. She would be brokenhearted to see her dad like that. And it's almost like, I feel like that's what's going to need to happen. She's going to need to see Finn at his worst. And then she can be like, Dad, what's going on, Dad? What's wrong? What are you doing? You know? I feel like if something like that happens where she sees him like that, I feel like he's something that might make him snap. I don't know. But Violet is his world. He tells Alexis that it's time for her to leave. And she's like, well, I think it's time for you to go to rehab. But since neither one of us is getting what we want, I was like, oh, go ahead on Alexis. Yes, this is what he needed, and this is what we needed. Because Finn needs somebody that's going to give it to him, keep it real, but still hold him down when he's ready. She tells him, you need to do at least 90 days. We're done with meetings now. We're way past the meetings. We need 90-day rehab. You need help. And then she starts telling him, and when you start getting a bulk, that's when you're going to really start to... And Finn tells Alexis that he is not abandoning Violet. Alexis reminds him that every time he drinks, he is abandoning Violet. And that's some real shit. He is pushing himself further and further from being there for his child. Because she don't need that drunk dad. She needs her dad. She needs her daddy. She did just lose her grandpa too. He keeps saying that Alexis is projecting. And she's like, nah, I'm just keeping it real. My words. But I love the fact that after she told him, you're going to break down. You're going to, this ain't going to last. You're going to go down fast. And when you do, I got you. I got you. I wrote, she didn't dismiss him, but told him she will be there when he hits rock bottom. And as she was walking out the door, tears was coming out his eyes. And I'm not going to say those are the tears that he was getting from. It was like a different kind of energy than what he was dealing with when it came to Chase. And definitely when he was becoming with Elizabeth. It was a different energy. And I think it was because she told him, when you hit rock bottom, and it's going to happen quick, I'm going to be here for you. I'm not gonna let you go through this alone. I'm gonna be there for you. And let's be real. Alexis knows. Man, we all remember the years and years and years and years she was boozing. Man. So this episode, I wanna say for me, Finn and Alexis were the shining. They were just shining. They were shining and shining. I didn't really care too much for the Portia and Liz thing, but we have to get the hospital involved because that is a malpractice if something happens to those patients, and it's involving Finn. And I could see him going to work and them sending him right back home, or him blowing up at work because they're accusing him of drinking and sending him right back home. And as far as the surprise party for Willow, guys, Drew and Nina are cringy, okay? It's just cringy. Willow's worshiping of Drew is cringy, and I'm glad Billy is not playing this Drew, because I would not want to see him wrote this way at all. At all. If this is how they're going to destroy his character, then I'm glad it ain't Drew. I mean, I'm glad it ain't Billy Miller. I'm glad it ain't. I'd rather it be Cameron Matheson. And the good thing, guys, is if he does go into the Congress seat, we probably won't be seeing Drew that much anymore. And I'm okay with that. Because I'm hoping they don't open that up to that avenue. I would rather them stick more to the hospital. This is a hospital. I want more hospital stories with a little bit of craziness on the outside. You know, we always got to have our gangster style out, you know. But let's not do the I don't want to see Drew pass no laws. And he's not a smart man. I feel like he's just leeching off of everybody's ideas. Anywho, guys, I'm not bashing. That was a cringy. He's just cringy. They're just cringy to me. But like I said, the highlight of today's show was definitely Alexis and Finn. I could watch that over and over again, man. Them two playing off of each other was just beautiful. But anywho, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. And I will see you tomorrow. Sleep well and have an amazing day. Peace.